This can involve a romantic partner or divine masculine who is emotionally withdrawing from a delusional person with a karmic challenge. This person has been providing logic, support, and a framework for doing things. You are the divine feminine, becoming fully embodied through the activation and the support of the divine masculine. You are intuitive and nurturing and have brought a fertility and creative force within this person's life that cannot be denied or compared to. You are powerful and life giving and have been responsible for a creation and transformation within this person's life. However, this person is abusive. You have a strong connection and an inner guidance around this connection. You are their caretaker and show them compassion, empathy, and acceptance where they have been rejected everywhere else. Karmic relationships that you or them may have are delusional. These may not be romantic, but karmic relationships are intense and volatile dynamics where delusional thinking can occur. These relationships are addictive cycles of intense passion or dramatic conflict with distorted perceptions. These relationships are characterized by illusions of attraction, psychological defense mechanisms, codependency rooted in rejection and abandonment issues, or repetitive patterns and stagnation. They have been causing confusion, drama, and thinking that drama is passion, believing that the relationship is destined, denying the red flags, and making excuses for their behavior. These karmic challenges have been characterized by false beliefs and judgments about the reality, despite there being incontrovertible evidence of the contrary. This is actually serious mental illness. This is not a heart centered matter, but one of intense drama and conflict. This may not be a single person, but a behavioral pattern where your divine masculine or romantic counterpart is deceiving themselves by believing outrageous things. They may make a lot of accusations or fall under a confirmation bias of their own imaginal realm. They really have a faulty judgment, perception, and have been severely mistaken. They have been out exploring options despite the incontrovertible reality that they are losers, not true love, or they have been exposed for deception. This conflict is immaturity. These karmics have been disillusioned. They are not as great as we thought that they were. They are getting left behind, but your union will need to strategize around a conflict until they are no longer remembered or talked about. This is a period of great chaos and disorder because of a meaningful obliteration and annihilation of a nemesis who has been characterized by a mental disorder and dysfunctional behavior. This is meaningful and have involved something destined or fated. This is an omen of a story of an inevitable ending. This divine masculine may have tried to replace you, but your position is immovable. They may have a severe scarcity trauma, so don't feel bad for leaving someone where they cannot maintain peace and harmony because of a meaningless conflict. Hold compassionate space. Some of their karmics turned out to be their nightmare, shattered their dreams, left them disadvantaged, disordered, and with a low self esteem. They have been delusional or in a denial. You are their true love and the only ones that have accepted them. Their reality is grief stricken, and these relationships do not have a dynamic in the reality that supports their wishful thinking. They have really been rejected and abandoned. This is extreme negativity, and they bring a relationship trauma and addictive patterns of toxicity and disbelief into your union. They are getting closure from past relationships where people fell short and got disillusioned. This was inevitable though. Your challenge as the divine feminine is coping with their relationship PTSD, where their previous partners abused their power, or a cycle where they may have tried to replace you and started exploring options of your nemesis or some ex partner past baggage. You are faced with their excessive control and rigidity, stubbornness, paternity issues, failed marriage, or lack of discipline. They gamble and take a lot of risk on delusional illusions of attraction just to find deception, duplicity, and a wasted investment. They waste a lot of your time, money, and attention. Unfortunately, you have to decide if this is a grievance you can bear. You will have to decide if this scarce masculine who has an issue with your authority within their lives is worth it. Their volatile mood swings are dangerous and overwhelming. They are triggered by your beauty and brains and know that that gives you a controller position. They rebel against your authority and become stubborn, overbearing, and ignoring legitimate constraints to cause conflict. They have not been prioritizing, planning for the future, or committed and dedicated. Some of them have tried to replace you when they felt that you did not love them back. They felt that the relationship had no value, but this was a dangerous, distorted perception. They have misperceived the reality despite the incontrovertible facts. This is why they are a dangerous and precarious dynamic. They feel like an idiot now because of how wrong they were, how faulty their judgment was under a confirmation bias, and how they unreasonably violated and betrayed you. Some of them are victims of sexual assault, early childhood sexual assault, have repressed or admonished sexuality, weak mother archetypes, paternity issues, or have witnessed disempowerment in the self and in others during childhood developmental stages. This is significant, tragic, complex trauma that have shaped their neural pathways. Their shadows are motivated by vengeance and survival, where relationship traumas have left them with nothing, representing the lowest aspects of these divine unions. These relationships have not been able to survive in monogamy, so you may want to adjust your expectations if that is something that you want. They may have no cure for their scarcity. That makes them the hedonist, indulging at the expense of others and themselves, and their health. Your unconventional relationship has been struggling with the thief who is stealing creative ideas, sex, money, or powers that they think that they lack. And unfortunately, getting enabled by an unhinged masculine that you may be connected to. They are really lacking self control, discipline, and discernment to have been ignoring your legitimate constraints, boundaries, warnings that are ultimately leading to their failure.